placed at the moment, and they likely will be out of their homes for several days.
The victims have not yet been identified.
680 News Time 10:06. Durham Regional Police believe speed and alcohol may be factors in a fatal single-vehicle crash in Uxbridge overnight. It happened just after midnight on Toronto Street South at Campbell Drive. Police say a car lost control, mounted the curve, and crashed into a light pole. The driver, a 45-year-old Uxbridge man, was pronounced dead in the hospital. The investigation continues, and police are asking for witnesses to come forward.
Hamilton police are searching for suspects after shots were fired at a townhouse complex in the area of Martha Street and Grimsby Avenue. That's near Parkdale and Barton. It happened just before 1 this morning. Police tell 680 News one bullet went into the bedroom where a child was sleeping. Police have yet to identify any intended targets or suspects, but the mother of a 14-year-old boy who was beaten in Gage Park over the weekend says in a Facebook post she thinks the bullets were meant for them. In an email to CBC Hamilton, the mother says 12 gunshots were fired. 4 teens were seen leaving the area in a cab. Police say they can't confirm if there's any connection between the shooting and the incident in the park.
680 News Time 10:07. It's been a deadly few days in the city, including 2 murders on Wednesday. As we hear from 680's Laura Carney, the chief of police is now speaking out.
There have been 5 murders in Toronto since Saturday, bringing to 65 the number of homicides this year, 34 by gun. Police Chief Mark Saunders tells Breakfast Television, historically, there are peaks and valleys when it comes to gun violence in the city.
I will say this one has had a much longer time frame to it. It is concerning.
The province is pledging $25 million in new funding to combat gun violence, while Mayor Tory has called for a ban on handguns.
My focus is on people that are shooting other people. There's going to come a time when those blueprints for the 3D guns come out. So people that want to shoot other people will have means of getting it. If the government of the day wants to ban, then so be it.
Toronto is on pace for 100 homicides this year. I'm Laura Carney. 680 News Time 10:08. She's arguably the greatest women's hockey player of all time, and now she's officially a member of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Here's 680's Jeffer Holman.
She's a 4-time Olympic gold medalist for Canada, Canada's all-time women's scoring leader, and now Hayley Wickenheiser is the Assistant Director of Player Development for the Maple Leafs. The team making it official today, hiring Wickenheiser to help groom some of the talent down on the farm. She's actually been working with the Leafs development system for a few months now.
For me, it's just a great opportunity to come and see what it's like here in Leafland, I guess, in terms of the type of style and the type of game they want to play, which is very similar to the way I think the game should be played, and with the individual player development, the way they're looking at players with the Marlies and bringing up through the systems.
Also being promoted, among a few others, former Leaf Stefan Robida, who will be Wickenheiser's boss, as the Director of Player Development. Jeff Verhoeven, 680 News. 680 News Time 10:09.
This
is 680 News.
What you drive says a lot about you. Do you want to be bland or bold? Dated or of the moment? Overlooked or noticed? Make your statement in the striking new Cadillac XT5. For a limited time, lease the 2018 XT5 all-wheel drive for 24 months from $199 bi-weekly at 3.9% and $2,600 down. Get no charge scheduled maintenance. Some conditions apply. Visit CadillacOffers.ca for details. Your XT5 is waiting.
City Streets emergency crews responding to reports of a gas leak on College between Markham and Palmerston and southbound Mount Pleasant at Davisville. A lane that is blocked there for construction. Now the 680 News gas price update. Enpro says the price of gas is expected to rise 2 cents at midnight to $1.34.9 cents a liter at most GTA stations.
680 News Time 10:10. Forget about it, hot flashes. See you later, night sweats. Redefine the way you feel about one of life's biggest changes. MenoSmart Plus by Lorna Vanderhag helps reduce the symptoms of menopause. MenoSmart Plus by Lorna Vanderhag, available at your local health food store or wherever natural health products are sold. This product may not be right for you. Always read and follow the label.
Questions about air conditioning? Call on Reliance Home Comfort. Helen asks, I hear Reliance is giving away free air conditioners. Is that true? It's true, Helen. For a limited time, you can get a free air conditioner when you buy a featured furnace and pay for installation. A deal this big doesn't come around that often. Don't wait. Offer ends September 2nd. Plus, ask about our next day or we pay $500 guarantee. When you need help fast. Call Reliance. Conditions apply. Visit RelianceHomeComfort.com for details.
Time 10:11.
Traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Eva Francescanos.
And this report is brought to you by Northwest Lexus. If you are using the eastbound 401, it's still slow approaching James Snow to Trafalgar. You'll also find delays as you make your way from the 427 to Weston, both in the express and collector lanes. And then if you are on the eastbound 401, delays from east of Avenue and the collectors where we still have that ladder in the left lane, so watch for that. If you're east on the QEW, just a slowdown from Missisauga Road now to Dixie. Eastbound on the Gardner Expressway, delays approaching Royal York to about Dufferin. And then if you are using the northbound Don Valley Parkway, it's still quite heavy going from Spanbridge to north of Lawrence. Now, I'm not spotting any construction crews on the northbound Don Valley Parkway. It does look to be just volume related. I haven't spotted a collision through here, but it is pretty slow going. I'm wondering if maybe they are doing a rolling maintenance crew and we just can't capture it on our cameras right now. But again, that northbound Don Valley Parkway, it is quite slow going, anywhere from about, looks like approaching Spanbridge all the way through to Lawrence. So leave lots of extra time if you are on this route this morning. And if you're west on the QEW, delays for drive to west of Royal Windsor, West 401, busy Stevenson to Salem, McCowan to Young, alternately express and collector lanes. Southbound 404 DBP, busy Elgin Mills to Major Mackenzie, Shepherd and the collectors to the 401 ramps, and from the 401 in the express to south of Lawrence. Highway 27, both directions at Kirby. It's a single lane for construction. Save 20% on all Liebherr fridges, even the new industry-leading monolith from Liebherr. Sale ends August 31st. Visit EuroLineAppliances.com to learn more. With a check on the forecast, meteorologist Jill Taylor. No weather concerns for us today or tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine. The wind today out of the west-northwest. Our guaranteed high 27 will feel more like 30. Clear this evening and overnight. A morning low 17 and 27 again tomorrow. A southwest wind. Humidex near 31. Now for the weekend, scattered showers and thunderstorms possible Saturday afternoon. The high about 25 up to 29. Feeling like 34 on Sunday with sun and cloud. For today, the guaranteed high 27. Sunshine downtown, 20 degrees. Feels like 23. Just some slight humidity in the air. And sunshine 22 at Pearson Airport. 680 news time, 10:13.
Now the MoneySets.ca Market Minute, live to the business center. Here's Phil Martino.
Alex, right now the TSX is down by 17 to 16,328. In New York, the Dow is down by 15 to 25,718. The S&P is up by 2 points to 2,864. The NASDAQ is up by 27 points to 7,916. Oil down 17 cents to $67.69 a barrel. Gold is down by $5.20 to $1,198. And we have the Canadian dollar down 35 1/100 to 76.58 cents U.S. I'm Phil Martino, and that's your Market Minute on 680 News.
I don't miss the high blood pressure, self-doubt, or shame. Yet people still ask me if I miss chicken wings. I'm Michael Yanis, a 35-year-old teacher, and thanks to the Harvey Brooker team, I don't miss the 160 pounds that were killing me. We just welcomed a new baby daughter, and it's a relief to know I'm not going to miss watching her grow up.
Don't miss out on life. Call Harvey Brooker Weight Loss for Men, 416-222-9887, or go to harveybrooker.com.
If you could do it alone, you would have done it already.
Summer is fleeting. So are summer of Audi sales event offers. Lease an Audi A3 for only $288 per month with rates from 0.9% and $43.88 down. Plus, you'll receive a complimentary 5-year, 80,000-kilometer maintenance plan. An A3 for only $288 per month. Now that's an A1 deal. Learn more at 1310 The Queensway and AudiQueensway.ca. Drive well. Drive safe.
Storm News Radio, 680 News. A sunny sky, 20 degrees, feels like 23 in downtown Toronto. Good morning from the 680 News Broadcast Center. I'm Alex Bloomfield.
I'm Charlene Close. Here are the top stories right now.
A 23-year-old man has been arrested in connection with the June shooting at a Scarborough Place playground that injured 2 young girls. Police tracked him down near Halliburton yesterday and are still searching for a third suspect. A few dozen residents remain in temporary shelters at a local community center after a fire tore through a high-rise at Wellesley and Parliament. Officials say the building's electrical grid needs extensive repairs. And coming up after sports.
In the debate over arming teachers, a new source of funding and a new source of controversy. I'm ABC's Jim Ryan. The story is coming up.
680 News Time, 10:15. And now 680 Sports brought to you by Ready Honda from Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Here's Andrew Nye.
Alex, TFC has come down hard on one of its supporter groups for a July incident in Ottawa in which pyrotechnics were set off in the stands at TD Place. Effective immediately, TFC has terminated Inebriati's status as an official supporter group and all associated supporter group privileges. They've terminated and refunded all seat accounts associated with Inebriati, and members of the group are prohibited from entering the South End supporters section of BMO Field until they have successfully completed the online MLS fan conduct education class, and they'll have to pay for it. Also, several people have been banned from BMO Field and MLSE-owned properties indefinitely based on their level of involvement in the July incident. The Blue Jays are holding their 23rd annual Jays Care Golf Classic in Woodbridge today, where Lloyd Mosby is all smiles.
My whole soul opens up when I see these guys, because it doesn't just remind me of baseball. It reminds me of how much we laughed and how fun the game really was. And not about money, not about stats, just about the people. And how's your wife doing? How's the kids doing? What a wonderful day it is today.
There's Mosby on the Jeff Blair Show. Happening now, round one of the Northern Trust in New Jersey. Dustin Johnson, 4 under through 8. He's in a tie for second, just one shot behind Hideki Matsuyama, who is 5 under through 13. Tiger Woods, 1 under at the turn. Canada's Adam Hadwin will tee off at 12:22. Nick Taylor at 1:50. Also happening now, it's the opening round of the CP Women's Open in Regina. The early lead is 3 under. The top Canadian is Elizabeth Tong. She is 1 over through 4. Brooke Henderson will tee off this afternoon at 1:43. And Haley Wickenheiser is now a member of the Maple Leafs front office. She's